Top 10 manhwas where the weak MC returns back in time to become the badass strong person, which is pretty cool. The fact which makes it predictable is because of the MC's strength and abilities. If the MC uses magical powers, everyone in the novel who has the same ability won't be able to match them. Because of this, I decided to create a top 10 list which features a weak MC who returns back in time and also levels up faster because of their suffering. It is probably the same reason why I keep reading this genre, but it's so darn addictive and thrilling. There are some that do not seem to have a strong plotline, but they are written so well that you get absorbed in the story. So I made this video to let people know about some really strong manhwas and their plot lines that is predictable, but it's also pretty good. But again, before we begin, do subscribe and like the video. Number 10. I'm the Evil God. This manhwa is really a hidden gem among other cultivation plots related manhwa. It has a unique story where there is a cunning, sly isekai MC who makes his way to the top of the sect from a reincarnated using his cheats of the system where it consumes origin points. He is a calm, cunning, badass MC. The other side characters are also good and well developed. I definitely recommend to read it. The story of Chai Yan, a ridiculously handsome man who fell into the hands of a sexy woman lusting after his body upon transmigration. To avoid dying from dual cultivation, he traveled to countless worlds, so do give it a shot. Number 9. Skeleton Soldier couldn't protect the dungeon. Meet the Skeleton Soldier, a meager but fiercely loyal fighter who serves to protect its master, Lady Succubus. Its dream of a peaceful life with her is shattered when they're both brutally murdered by a group of warriors one day. Would have been a pathetic end to an unremarkable soul sparks a new beginning. When the Skeleton Soldier opens its eyes again, it has traveled back in 20 years in time. I must warn Lady Succubus of all the things to come. But with no special combat skills and a history of failure and defeat, how can it stop the horrible events from unfolding again? Follow the Skeleton Soldier as it faces the most challenging quest of all, rewriting the ending to its own story. This is a great mystery manhwa and I think it's reaching its peak, so give it a try. Number 8. The Game That I Came From. An interesting manhwa with interesting concept. If you're looking for something fresh, new, and unique, then this is it. It features a very unique story that we don't see in a lot of manhwas. This manhwa was something else. I really enjoyed reading it. And I really like how they combine a MMO, RPG game, and awakened world. If you max out your level in-game, you can get heaven-defying powers in real life. Player Ling Si finally obtained his reward through his hard work but ended up receiving the most useless skills. Just as he was mourning his luck, a mysterious power brought him back to 3 years in the past. With the experiences and memories of his previous life, how many different and wonderful things can he bring to his new life? Number 7. Worn and Torn Newbie. It's a pretty good and well drawn and unique and fun to read manhwa. You can expect the art to be good with Korean studios in general. They're pretty darn good. It's a return to the past type of the plot, but it's different in its own way. There's no being stuck in a game world, and the plot is interesting enough to keep readers interested. The manga at the beginning looks like your typical isekai manga, where the main character plays a ruined MMORPG game, and after losing his sword, he gets reborn into the 15 years in the past, where with this knowledge from his past life becomes one of the strongest and tricky players to ever play the game. Storyline is pretty good, it could be better, and there are some parts that could be fixed. Characters and art are quite likable. In conclusion, it is quite interesting, and the manga is pretty damn good. That I would recommend to everybody, of course, so give it a try. Number 6. Solo Bug Player. Tai Peng Shin knows every nook and cranny of his favorite MMO video game, Paradiso, like it was the back of his hand. However, his gaming adventures suffer an abrupt end after his untimely death. But this is not his last hurrah, since he is reincarnated as Jared, a delinquent lord of a frozen province in Paradiso. Now, he must brave through the world he loved and take advantage of all glitches he knows about and turn himself into the main character of his new solo adventure. Characters are great, he basically knows everything about the game he gets resurrected in. I would say that the MC's knowledge makes him OP, but in a good way. If you want a manhwa with a smart, game-abusing OP MC, this is probably for you. Number 5. Triple S Class Suicide Hunter. This one is a great read, it's just so interesting and entertaining to read. It is actually pretty good, the plot is original and the characters are well written. In the mysterious RPG dungeon-like tower, Confucius Kim lives in a mundane existence, envying all the Star Hunters. One day his wish for more is granted with the legendary skill to copy others' abilities, at the cost of his life. Before he can make sense of it, he's killed by new ones. The ability to travel back in time upon death. How will Confucius use these skills to outplay the competition and rise to the top? I totally recommend this one. The story is hurrah! Number 4. Leveling with the Gods. This was amazing and is just released recently. He became stronger faster than anyone else, but he lost. In the end, there was only despair for Kim Yu-won. In his last moments, he was given another chance. Through the sacrifice of his comrade, his fate had not been sealed yet. Returning back to the past, he attempts to climb the tower again with his unmatched talent to fight the ancient evils that threatens to destroy the tower. I really like this manhwa, and the story also has a very good point about our MC. And our MC is really badass, like totally badass, and he's OP, so give it a try. Number 3. The Lord's coins aren't decreasing? I really enjoy reading this. I like the part where he is reborn and gets reborn into his past self. Yeah, I mean that can be seen quite commonly in manhwas, that's not nothing wow. But this webtoon is really straightforward with a simple plot and a good art style. Arent Steelguard's fortune was basically set as he discovered a book that allowed him to trade across dimensions. Crazy, right? Until his enemies take both his life and his riches away. But Arent is brought back as his younger self, armed with his past knowledge and a chance at vengeance. Now free to amass coins, he's gaining powerful abilities and moving up the ranks of the interdimensional trading markets. Will Arent gain enough coins to survive this journey of vengeance and reclaim his honor? Number 2. Return of the 8th Class Magician. This one is a great read, the story is amazing, the art is just nice. This manhwa is beautifully fit in multiple genres and it's very engaging in terms of its story. You won't get bored reading it as the story is very well paced. It's been many years since I've bloodied my hands for the United Empire and its emperor, Ragnar. I wanted to return to my hometown and live a quiet life as if to repent for my sins. However, you are a great 8th class magician who was able to overthrow me and the Empire at any time. How could I let a monster like you stay alive? After being betrayed on the verge of death by Ragnar, who was my favorite as well as my emperor, he stabbed me with a dagger that had time magic applied to it. The redemption I want is to put everything back to its place. And at number 1, Max Level Hero Strikes Back. Everything was good, the MC is stupidly overpowered, cool and woos the princess that everyone liked. Struck by an enemy's arrow, the powerless Prince Davy or Owain falls into a coma. His soul travels to a place where the greatest of the great gather, the Honorable Hall of Heroes. There, 1,000 years pass as Davy undergoes excruciating training under their watchful eyes to become a hero too strong for his own good. Now, back to his timeline and his kingdom. He's wide awake and the enemies hiding in the king's court better be prepared. The prince they had dismissed is now their biggest threat. Just give it a read. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Make a comment below which one you've seen before. Do share your experience. Don't forget to like the video. Do press the bell icon to get notified about the latest videos and the news trends. Till then, take care and stay safe.